happened that Annamalai and I were on a flight to Trichy. It's one of the most hilarious, incidences, and it's been, it's become a troll material for the Congress from that time, and it is this small, these ATR flights.
Horrible, I hate them.
Yeah, those small ATR flights, and it was a very, very old aircraft. When we sat, we could make out that something was not okay with this. Emergency exit door. This was a safety hazard in that plane that day.
You were doing all this midair.
No. The plane was. How can this?
That's
be
what I'm
midair?
asking you.
No. This was during boarding. It's very difficult to open an emergency exit. I sent a legal notice to IndiGo. Then IndiGo gives me a detailed reply and says, none of these things have happened.
Shall I ask you about that one incident? You can answer or you can not answer. What happened in that aircraft when you when you were with him? Who did you try to open it? Did he try to open it, or did he try to stop you? What happened?
In fact, it's one of the most hilarious, incidences, and it's been, it's become a troll material for, the Congress from that time. It so happened that Annamalai and I were on a flight to Trichy from Chennai, and it is this small, these ATR flights.
Horrible, I hate them.
Yeah, those small ATR flights, and it was a very, very old aircraft. And so we were all, sitting, and I was sitting on the right-hand side, and Annamalai was on my left-hand side. And, the emergency exit was on my right-hand side. So the beading that was, the emergency exit holds on to a, beading that is there. That when I saw was out of place.
Oh.
Okay. So it was not that, the whole narrative is that, we tried to, open it midair, or, tried to, it was taxiing, and for some mischievous fun, I tried to, open the emergency exit, or some random, narrative that has gone around. So so when we sat, we could make out that something was not okay with this, emergency exit door. Because it was not in its place. One could visibly see it. So I called the cabin crew, and we alerted them that this is what has happened. Okay, and we showed them that, see, this is the beading. It's coming out. So when we touched that and showed them that this is the beading, this is see, this is out of place. It further came out of place. Okay. So this was a safety hazard in that plane that day.
Or you were doing all this midair?
No. The plane was. How can this?
That's
be
what I'm
midair?
asking you.
No. This was during boarding.
Boarding. Okay.
This was during boarding. Okay. Now, and then immediately, the cabin crew told the captain, and then the safety procedure had to be done. So they came. They deboarded everybody. They put the emergency exit back in its place, and did the routine checkup, etc. And we left. This happened in December of last year. I mean, in 2022 December is when this happened. And then this whole controversy happens in January of 2024. A full 40-45 days later, that Tejasvi Surya and traveling with Annamalai tried to open the emergency exit of an aircraft. Okay, and the impression that then there are cartoons that are made that midair, we are opening the emergency exit. Now this beats common sense at various levels. One, it's not that Annamalai and I are not public figures who people cannot identify. Now, suppose we are in an aircraft, and all of a sudden, I go and try to open the emergency aircraft door. And it is not, if you go by the videos that are there, I in fact went on YouTube to see how easy is it to open.
No, it's very difficult.
It's very difficult to open an emergency exit. It needs an incredible amount of pressure. You need to, twist the latches, all of this. Suppose I am doing this for 5 minutes. Do you think not a single passenger would have tried to make a video of it? not a single passenger would have tweeted about it that day and said this, absolutely mad fellow is trying to open the emergency exit of an aircraft. Nothing happened.
But why didn't you both speak about it? No.
I mean, it was a non-issue. Okay? I mean, that's what I'm telling you. This happened in December.
When it became a big thing, it was like, at that time it was like, file a case, I'll tell you. That's how it was, right? That's what Annamalai said, that, okay, file a case, let's see.
No, correct. So what I did was, see what happens sometimes, madam, is whether you like it or not, even if, I'm telling this version, this is the truth, okay? Yeah. Even if we are telling this version, there will be people who will be commenting that, we are lying, we are saying this, we are doing that.
True.
Okay? So we thought,
you know the nature of the social media beast, right?
So I thought, this was a non-issue. Okay? And then also, there is something called as an incident report. So right after this episode happened, on the very day, we wrote a letter.
Oh.
Okay, I wrote a letter saying this is what happened. We reported this incident there. And this letter is also with, the airlines. Okay, now this what happened. It was like a series of things that went wrong. Okay, and it was such a PR disaster.
Yeah.
And
but
then
you could have curbed it right away. That's what I can't. You're a social media wizard. You know it.
Maybe it's a learning. But what I did that time was, I sent a legal notice to IndiGo. Okay, when this whole thing happened, asking them to clarify 3 things. 1, whether I deliberately opened the emergency exit of the aircraft. 2, whether I was found, guilty or guilty of any wrongdoing. Have I violated any aircraft, rules or regulations? 2, if I was, then has any special treatment been accorded to me on account of the public position that I hold? And I said, I hope no such special treatment is accorded. And I sent them a legal notice and said, if I don't get a clarification on this, I'm going to sue you. Then IndiGo gives me a detailed reply and says, none of these things have happened. And this is not this was an accident. Okay. I have the email with me.
Okay.
And then, I thought, I'll give it to the media and everything. By that time, the entire, news cycle had, completed. So I thought, people were having fun making cartoons. I thought, let them enjoy.
Okay.
So, this is, the story.
Click here to watch the full episode.